Mix 107.5, Feel Good Hits and Throwbacks 2. There's Lady Gaga with Disease on the mix. Terry, we've got a very special guest joining us this morning. She came right up the stairs. It's so great to have you in the studio. Please, everyone, welcome Miss Linda Anderle. Is that right?
That's correct.
Well, good morning, Linda. It's great to meet you. So, you were described to us as this artist extraordinaire. The first thing she said, Terry, when she walked up the studio, she says, I just do it. I just let the needle go where it will. Linda has a exhibit going to be presented here in a few days at CCC, Uncommon Threads.
Adventures with Fabric.
I love that. That's amazing. How cool is
Fibers.
this? So you, how would you describe your work? It's not needlepoint. It's not, what was the word you said?
I said creative stitchery.
I love that. Creative
When you
stitchery.
say embroidery, that connotes something that is more formal. It's always done the same way.
Sure.
A certain stitch is always done that way, but if you just go a little beyond that and let the needle fall somewhere, it becomes creative. And it's acceptable.
It's lovely. You brought an example. Terry, could you describe this? Use your best descriptive words here.
Well, first word is going to be colorful, unique. I just don't know.
Would you consider this a doll, or is this what?
I call them figures.
So this is a figure.
A doll is something that maybe a child would play with. A doll is a different type of figure. These figures don't have faces.
No, they don't.
They don't have hands, usually. They don't have feet.
They have arms and legs, and then the body, and then they've got a head and some hair.
Some wild hair, usually.
What is this hair here? Is this just yarn? What
it's
is this?
just strings.
Wow.
Strings and thick felt pieces
My goodness.
that I got at a
diamond
thrift store.
head. I mean, this is just gorgeous.
The diamond head shape is traditional,
Oh,
usually.
Is it really? Oh, wow. That's the first thing that popped out at me was its diamond head shape.
So you're a newcomer to us here on the High Plains.
I am a new resident.
Wow. How long have you been here in Clovis?
Just months when you think about all the traveling I've done in the last 2 years.
Oh, wow.
I retired from Highland University. We were living up in Las Vegas, the original, and came here to live with my daughter and son-in-law. And so the first year, let me think, it would have been 23 is when it actually took place. And so I've been here since July 23 officially, but on the road a lot also.
And what are you doing on the road? You're sharing your art, and I got to call it art because I got to call it something. You're sharing your art. You're sharing your creations.
I am out searching for inspiration and visiting friends and museums and galleries.
And you take your inspiration, and it goes into these pieces, into these figures. It's just amazing, guys. I don't have the words to describe exactly what we're looking at. This figure has buttons of all different colors, shapes, sizes, made out of felt, stitching in all different kinds of threads and colors put together. And you were saying that you are using felt these days as your medium
primarily
for a couple of different reasons.
It's unforgiving.
Yes.
You don't get any stretching or pulling of the fabric. You don't have to worry about seams. The stitching can be bringing the two pieces of felt to create a limb and still have the raw edge there. There's no fraying.
You see there on the edges of the head there, Terry. I think is that what you're talking about, Linda?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Every time I look at this, I see something new. Like, it's just all about the perspective of how you look at it. And every time I look at it, at a different, this is so incredible.
I tell you what, we're going to post a picture of Linda with her creation here in the studio on our page so you can see exactly what we're talking about, because I'm afraid we're not just doing this justice.
No, we're not at all.
Which brings me to her exhibit at CCC. You can see all of this for yourself. I love this. So the opening reception going to be on the 30th. That's Thursday from 4:30 to 6. And it's so nice to have you in our community. Welcome. And it's great that your work is being showcased at CCC for everyone to enjoy. The exhibit is actually going to run from the 28th of January through the 14th of March, and it's at the Eula May Edwards Gallery and Museum inside CCC. You know exactly where that's at, Terry.
Yes, right there. Actually, right across from the lecture hall.
How many pieces are going to be in this collection?
There are over 100 in this exhibit.
which represents
Ooh,
hours,
you're
days,
fancy.
weeks, and months of your time and your work. This piece that you brought to share with us today, how long did this piece take? I know this is one of your more complex and intricate pieces.
This one might have taken a week.
Really?
Yeah. I'm obsessed.
I love that you said that.
So when you get an idea or you start a new figure, you're drawing inspiration from where?
It could be a stitch that I want to embellish or work on and do it in multiple places. But it doesn't always end up the way I thought I would start. I don't draw anything out first. I just pick up the fabric, pick up the threads, and start working with some kind of idea in my head. And what evolves, I have no idea. So it's very organic. You can look at a piece of mine and go, she didn't plan that.
You were telling us a fun story. You first started stitching, sewing, with your mother.
Yes.
At a very early
Yes,
age.
At a very early age.
Now, she did a lot of sewing?
My mother was an extraordinary needlewoman. She could do anything, sewing, fabrics. She made my clothes. She did every kind of needlework there is. She made lace, as a matter of fact, in her later years.
My goodness.
Yeah,
And so she was teaching you.
She was teaching me, but she allowed me to do what I wanted to do. She was right-handed, I'm left-handed, so we had to work opposite each other. And she finally just one day said, Linda, it just doesn't matter where you put that needle. Just do it. Do it your way. And gave me permission. And as a matter of fact, this piece, I call it Ellen Fills the Stitches, or Fills the Spaces. I have an artist friend in Santa Fe that also gave me permission to just put the stitches where I wanted to because of her work. And I even told her that the day I met her in a show in Santa Fe. I said, you and my mother have given me permission to just keep going crazy, wild, whatever I want to do. And it's okay.
Absolutely. It's incredible. I love that you just start with really a blank canvas, except
Absolutely.
your canvas is material. Felt. And you just go where your brush, which would be your needle, takes you.
Absolutely. Painting with thread.
I love that. It's beautiful. Have you ever taught anyone? Have you ever?
Oh, yes. I've held workshops before. I am a floral designer.
Is that what you retired from?
Yeah. No.
Oh, you retired
Yes and
from
no.
Highlands? You said that right.
It depends on what city I was living in and what state as to what job I was doing. But floral design has been my primary profession.
And you've been
since
all
1968. Yes. Got another 100,000, I hope.
Absolutely. So
I'm looking at 80.
Are you?
I'm looking at 80. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And Terry, the best earrings that we've seen in the studio ever.
Oh, yes, Lego.
Made out of
those Legos made out of
felt
felt. Of course
Legos.
they are.
This is incredible, Linda. I'm so glad that you came and joined us at the show.
Well, I'm very happy to be on with you today, and I thank the people at Clovis Community College for allowing this show to be put on. It's really unlike anything that you've seen.
It is.
And even if you are a painter, or even if you don't care for art in particular, this is fun. This is
Yes.
an afternoon to come, or an evening to come and view someone's work that makes them happy.
Are your pieces, I mean, they're all different. They're all
They're
unique.
all pretty different. Yes.
And can you tell kind of where your inspiration was? If I start at one end of the showcase and I walk through it, I can see a transition. I can see stages. I can see eras of your life and your inspiration as things change. Will I see themes?
I don't think so.
It's all just random. The needle falls where it falls.
Yeah, it
Terry.
is. It's pretty random.
I love
and I've
it.
branched out a little bit. I've been doing some things on paper and with wire. So it's not all figures.
Okay.
There are other pieces as well.
This is incredible. So the reception, guys, this Thursday from 4:30 to 6, and that's going to be at the Eula May Edwards Gallery and Museum, where Linda's full complement of her pieces are going to be showcased. It's an incredible showcase. You got to go by and check it out. Head to our Facebook page. Check out this picture. We're going to share her work with you here in the studio and the piece that she brought for us to see. It's incredible. There's nothing else like it, Terry. I have a feeling I just have a feeling, Linda, and I'm a picker. I'm an antiquer. I love going through, and finding those hidden treasures, and that's where I draw my inspiration from. I have a feeling that years and years from now, someone is going to stumble across one of your pieces at an estate sale, in a collection, somewhere like that, and it's
No doubt.
oh my gosh, this is a Linda Anderle. Are you kidding me? I found it. This is incredible. These pieces are one of a kind.
Exactly.
And they're there for everybody to enjoy at the Eula May Edwards Gallery and Museum. The showcase will be there from the 28th of January through March 14th. Make sure to go by and check it out while it's here. Let's take advantage of what we have in our city. Linda, thank you so much for joining us
You're
this morning.
very welcome. Let me tell you about one piece.
Please.
Yes.
Taking walks in the afternoon last fall, I picked up things I found on the street and have incorporated them into a figure that I call curb appeal.
And is curb appeal there
I love
at the...
it.
Yes, indeed.
It's going to be on exhibit. I know. We're going to have to go to this. This
Very
is great.
cool. Terry
Thank
and I
you.
are going to go by and check it out. Thank you so much, Linda. It was great to meet you.
Thank you so
Keep
so
it right
much.
here on The Mix. We'll be back. Mix 107.5, Feel Good Hits Throwbacks 2, and the best of our community. It's right here.